All right, welcome back to your Thursday afternoon. How you guys doing today? Hope everyone's having a phenomenal day. We're about a week away from Thanksgiving, so we're officially in the heart of what is conceived to be one of the busier times of the year for coin auctions and sales and just overall activity within numismatics. Today, we're going to focus on some realized sales of modern coins that ended during the latest Legend Auctions Regency 29 sale, which concluded yesterday, November 15th. And I wanted to recap today on this video nickels. Okay, there were 4 Jefferson nickels that ended up closing yesterday, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how much they realized price-wise, and we're going to talk about the overall health of the market when it comes to coins of this ilk. But first of all, I wanted to talk about some of the older coins, things like Buffalo nickels, Liberty nickels. I'm happy to say that the overall market during this Legend sale was extremely robust, if not overachieving on a lot of these pieces. Again, a lot of the pieces either ended up within their perspective kind of like price range or their estimate, and some even exceeded in a huge way. For example, a 1937D 3-legged Buffalo nickel that was graded PCGS Mint State 65 Plus and certified by CAC sold for $43,475. Okay, while the original estimate by Legend was to be somewhere in the $32,000 to $35,000 range. As you can see, it blew away the expectations because this is such a hot coin for this market. In addition, this is one of the more wide-known varieties that exist out there in coin collecting today. So let's go ahead and get started with the Jefferson nickel sales for Legend Regency 29. So we're going to start from the bottom price-wise and work our way up. First of all, we have a 1946D Jefferson nickel that graded out Mint State 67 through PCGS. Of course, this one is also an FS, which is full steps. So this one closed out underwhelmingly at $499.38. All the while, their original Legend estimate was somewhere between $850 and $950 for this piece. 1946D is not exactly a rarity with full steps, so this is just an indication that the market for this type of coin, where there's plenty enough inventory to meet the demand of those registry set collectors, has finally caught up. And that's why the overall final hammer price was nearly half of what the Legend estimate is. So, but aside from that, it's a pretty coin, very lustrous, and definitely maybe one that's going to see some price improvement in the future. All right, our second coin to finish off on the Legend Regency 29, was the 1944D Silver War nickel Jefferson nickel, and this one ended up being graded as, let's see, a PCGS Mint State 68 with full steps. This one underwhelmingly also hammered at $1,762.50, while the Legend estimate was right around the $3,000 to $3,300 range. Again, this is almost cut in half, and it's a real bummer because the coin is absolutely stunning, but it also goes to show you that these war nickels were very plentiful in higher Mint State grades with full steps. It's actually Mint State 66 and 67 is very plentiful when found in a third-party grader holder like PCGS or NGC. So again, the supply has met up to the demand, and therefore this one sold for a lot less money. So up next, we have the 1939D Jefferson nickel. This one is the reverse of 1940, so it's got the sharp lines and it's got the 2 sharp ending lines on each side of the steps on the reverse. This one graded out at a beautiful PCGS Mint State 67 full steps. This one ended up at $2,585, which is pretty close to the low estimate of 2,600 that Legend had on this. So the price range was 2,600 to $3,000. Obviously, it finished on the low end, but again, this is an indication that we're starting to see a little bit of back off in pricing for some of these Jefferson nickels, especially the earlier later, like 1939, 1940 dated coins, where it was pretty plentiful to find them well struck and in BU condition. All right, and finally, the final coin to wrap up the session is a 1949 deep Jefferson nickel. This one graded out PCGS Mint State 67 plus with full steps. This one realized a price of $6,462.50. This one, ladies and gentlemen, fell right in line with Legend's estimate of $6,000 to $7,000. This is a stunning coin, high grade rarity, and this is one of those key dates that you don't see very often at this echelon of grade. So all in all, it was a pretty nice auction. There were a few underwhelming final hammer prices on some of these Jefferson nickels. Again, we're starting to see, the supply on some of these coins meet the overall demand. Okay, there's only so many registry set collectors out there. And I could see some of these same dated coins begin to slip a little bit more, probably another 10 to 20%. I hate to say it, but that's just the overall market health of those type of coins where, again, there's a lot of supply. But we're going to see some of these prices tick up on, dates, such as like the 1950s and later 40s in full steps at those higher grade levels. And you're going to see those continuing the same price trend for the foreseeable future. So that wraps up the Jefferson nickels part of the Legend Auction Regency 29 sale. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, the best way to support my channel is just hit the like button. Okay, I'm not asking for anything else, short of watching a few ads or stuff like that. But just go ahead and give me a like if you enjoyed today's content. It's something a little bit different. And as always, I appreciate your guys' support. I'm your host, Blue Ridge Silverhound. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next report.